Well everyone, it's time for the very last video ever with my MacBook Pro mid-2012 13-inch. And this gives you a hint of what today's product review is going to be like. It's going to be of a brand new Mac. First time in 5.5 years. Which I purchased my first Mac, which is this one, the MacBook Pro mid-2012, on August 2nd, 2013. And it has a 2.9 gigahertz Intel Core i7 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and Intel HD graphics 4000 running at 1536 megabytes. And then the display is a 1280 by 800 resolution, Intel HD graphics 4000, 1536 megabyte graphics, and it's got a 750 gigabyte SATA disk drive, which is a regular hard drive. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM with two 4 gigabyte sticks in there, and it's got support and also service, which I think is awesome. So I am finally retiring my MacBook Pro mid-2012 13-inch after 5.5 years. So we're going to talk about the brand new computer that I'm replacing it with. Ta-da! A 2018 MacBook Air, which came out late last year. And it's been an awesome computer for everyone, especially for the mobile DJs. This is for the professional DJs because it's got that professional level of quality to it. So if you're ever a professional DJ, make sure you get the MacBook Pro instead of the MacBook Air. The MacBook Air is for more like party DJs and mobile DJs like myself. So this is a MacBook Air 2018 model. And this is the 13.3-inch diagonal retina LED backlit display, which means it's going to give that nice, vibrant color. 2560 by 1600 pixels. 1.6 gigahertz dual-core Intel Core i5 processor with 4 megabytes of L3 cache, turbo boost up to 3.6 gigahertz, 8 gigabytes of 2133 megahertz LPDDR3 SD RAM, Intel UHD graphics 617. So it's got UHD graphics instead of the Intel HD graphics. So it has Intel UHD, which means Ultra HD, which means it's a step up from the Intel HD graphics that my MacBook Pro currently has. It has two Thunderbolt 3 ports with a USB-C adapter. Two Thunderbolt 3, which is basically a USB-C port. Support for high-speed I/O and video output, so it can be used as a USB-C port, or it can also be used as a Thunderbolt port. Headphone jack, stereo speakers, Touch ID, which my MacBook Pro does not have Touch ID, which means I can use my finger on the power button to make purchases, open up the computer, and so much other stuff. It's amazing. A backlit keyboard with ambient light sensor. That's something my MacBook Pro does have. Most of the stuff my current computer does have. Like a 13.3-inch display, but it doesn't have an LED display. I guess it's an LCD display. I don't know what kind of display my MacBook Pro has. And of course, I'm getting a smaller processor because it's a smaller computer. It has a 1.6 gigahertz Intel Core i5 compared to the Intel Core i7 that's on the MacBook Pro. With 4 megabytes of L3 cache, turbo boost up to 3.6 gigahertz, 8 gigabytes of 2133 megahertz of LPDDR3 SD RAM, 128 gigabytes PCIe based SSD, where my MacBook Pro has a 750 gigabyte SATA disk hard drive, two Thunderbolt 3 ports, which also doubles as a USB-C port, support for high-speed I/O and video output. My computer just has one Thunderbolt port, and that's about it. Because on this side is my disk drive. Okay, it's got a backlit keyboard with ambient light sensor. It's got 802.11 Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.2. FaceTime camera, 720p. I think mine is a 720p as well. I'm not really entirely sure on that. Mine's probably 720p. Pre-installed Mac OS, which with Mac OS High Sierra, which came out last year. And it gives you the size and weight. And it says 2018, copyright date 2018. And on here it says MacBook Pro 13-inch, space gray, 13.3-inch display, 1.6 GHz processor, 8 gigabytes of SD RAM. I don't know what that means, between the regular RAM and the SD RAM. And then, of course, there's a 128 gigabyte flash storage, which is an SSD. So this is basically what it looks like. And I'm going to show you the actual computer itself, which is actually in here. Here is my new computer, my brand new computer. This is a MacBook Air 2018 13.3-inch display. And of course, the size difference, so when you turn it on, we're going to turn it on and we're going to go through some of the applications that I have installed from the MacBook Pro. It's got a Force Touch trackpad, which looks amazing. Put in my password and it logs me right in. Perfect. So it just logged me right in. It goes to the login screen. See, it's got a different login screen than what my MacBook Pro has. And that is super cool. And here it is with the screen and everything. So this is my MacBook Air 2018. We're going to go to About This Mac so we can read about this. This is a 13.3-inch Retina MacBook Air. So it's a Retina 13-inch MacBook Air 2018 model. 1.6 gigahertz Intel Core i5. Oh, it's got 8 gigabytes of memory, which is, the RAM. So it's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. The graphics card is an Intel UHD graphics card, 617, running at 1536 megabytes. And it gives you a software update, which I think is really cool. Just go to the software update, checking for updates, see if there's a new version of Mac that we need to be aware about. So this thing is going to be kept for another 5 years, another 5 to 6 years. Yeah, the computer has been up to date. Okay, we have to download and restart the MacBook Air. We have to install our new update, which is why it's been lagging, because it's out of, the software is a little out of date. So we need to update to the latest version of macOS Mojave. And while we're downloading it, we'll talk about the computer. 13.3-inch display running at 2560 by 1600. Intel UHD graphics, 617, running at 1536 megabytes. And it's got a 121 gigabyte flash storage drive, which is, there's no moving parts in it whatsoever. And another term to explain that is an SSD, a solid state drive. Solid state drives have flash memory into it, so okay, we're installing the new update for the MacBook Air, so we can keep it up to date and everything. So And while we're doing that, we might as well talk about the latest apps that I downloaded. I only downloaded music apps because this is a DJ computer. Virtual DJ 8, Serato DJ Lite, Spotify, Daft Cloud, or Draft Cloud, which is a SoundCloud player, which will open up. So we can set it all up. We're going to sign into SoundCloud. And it logs me right into SoundCloud, where all my playlists are, and I can listen to my playlists from SoundCloud right here on the MacBook Air using the headphone jack, which I think is amazing. So this is a MacBook Air. So we'll quit the Draft Cloud because I'm going to install the new update for the MacBook Air. So yeah, so that is my MacBook Air 2018 model. I don't have as much apps on here as I used to with the MacBook Pro. With the MacBook Pro, I have less apps. Like, I don't have any audio recording apps. I don't have any photo editing apps. And I guess that's about it. All I need are music apps because I'm a DJ and I need DJ apps for this computer. I will download my very own set of apps, which I use every day. So if I see myself using an app every day, I'm going to download it. And I just downloaded the apps I can't go without, which is Spotify, Draft Cloud, Serato DJ, and Virtual DJ 8. Virtual DJ 8 I need for the new Mark Party Mix, which is a DJ controller. I pretty much use the Apple apps for my everyday usage, like web browsing and, just basically everyday tasks. So we're going to wait for that to install and download. And with that said, I guess this marks the end of the review. So we're installing a new version of macOS Mojave. It's going to be a bug fix. So we're going to wait for that. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. And I will no longer be recording videos with the MacBook Pro, which is pretty sad. But I will be using the MacBook Air to record videos. So the MacBook Pro is officially retired after this video is posted. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. And this is DJ Cool Thing out.